How you getting, everyone? So I have to go back to work in, I think, about 12 days time. So my long Christmas summer holiday is soon coming to an end. And being back at work, I thought, well, you need to have some good jokes, because that's really good for helping, with socializing and networking, all that stuff. So I've done a Google search and I have Googled what are the funniest jokes, and the first thing that popped up was this article that goes, these are the 10 funniest jokes according to research. And there's a little introduction, and what I'm basically going to do is I'm going to go through the 10 funniest jokes according to research, and you guys get to see if you think they're funny. I don't know if I'm going to think they're that funny. Let's have a look. So the first one is called Snail with an Attitude. Okay, so it goes like this. A guy is sitting at home when he hears a knock at the door. He opens the door and sees a snail on the porch. He picks up the snail and throws it as far as he can. 3 years later, there's a knock on the door. He opens it up and sees the same snail. The snail says, "What the hell was that all about?" That's not even that funny, but stupid. That's funny. All right, Snail with an Attitude. I suppose it made me laugh. Okay, number 2 is called A Genie and an Idiot. So 3 guys stranded on a desert island find a magic lantern containing a genie who grants them each one wish. The first guy wishes he was off the island and back home. The second guy wishes the same. The third guy says, "I'm lonely, I wish my friends were back here." It's a dad joke. All right, number 3, true love lasts forever. It's the World Cup final, and a man makes his way to his seat right next to the pitch. He sits down, noticing that the seat next to him is empty. He leans over and asks his neighbor if someone will be sitting there. "No," says the neighbor. "The seat is empty. This is incredible," said the man. Who in their right mind would have a seat empty? Sorry, I've read that line twice. Who in their right mind would have a seat like this for the final and not use it? The neighbor says, "Well, actually the seat belongs to me. I was supposed to come with my wife, but she passed away. This is the first World Cup final we haven't been to together since we got married." "Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. That's terrible, but couldn't you find someone else, a friend, a relative, or even a neighbor to take her seat?" The man shakes his head. "No," he says, "they're all at the funeral." Oh, that's all right, that one. I like soccer, so I'll give that one a pass. All right, so off to work, number 4. A guy shows up late for work. The boss yells, "You should have been here at 8:30. He replies, "Why? What happens at 8:30? So stupid, such a dad joke. These are all dad jokes. All right. So number 5 is, "Ooh, heaven is a place on earth," like the song, I guess. Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. All right. Sid and Irv are business partners. They make a deal that whichever one dies first will contact the living one from the afterlife. So Irv dies. Sid doesn't hear from him for about a year. Figures there is no afterlife. The one day he gets a call, it's Irv. "So there is an afterlife. What's it like?" Sid asks. "Well, I sleep very late. I get up, have a big breakfast, then I have sex, lots of sex. Then I go back to sleep, but I get up for lunch, have a big lunch, have more sex, take a nap, huge dinner, more sex, go to sleep and wake up the next day." "Oh my God," says Sid. "So that's what heaven's like?" "Oh no," says Irv. "I'm not in heaven. I'm a bear in Yellowstone National Park." Funny. All right. So 6, the devil in the details. A guy dies and is sent to hell. Satan meets him, shows him doors to 3 rooms and says he must choose one to spend eternity in. In the first room, people are standing in dirt up to their necks. The guy says, "No, let me see the next room." In the second room, people are standing in dirt up to their noses. Guy says, "No," again. Finally, Satan opens the third room. People are standing with dirt up to their knees, drinking coffee and eating pastries. The guy says, I pick this room. Satan says, okay, and starts to leave, and the guy wades in and starts pouring some coffee. On the way out, Satan yells, okay, coffee break's over, everyone back on your heads. That's not very good, that one. Too much build-up. All right, Kid Vest Barber. A young boy enters a barber shop and the barber whispers to his customer, this is the dumbest kid in the world. Watch while I prove it to you. The barber puts a dollar bill in one hand and 2 quarters in the other, then calls the boy over and asks, which do you want, son? The boy takes the quarters and leaves. What did I tell you? Said the barber. That kid never learns. Later when the customer leaves, he sees the same young boy coming out of the ice cream store. Hey son, may I ask you a question? Why did you take the quarters instead of the dollar bill? The boy licked his cone and replied, because the day I take the dollar, the game is over. I don't quite get that one. I think it's that good. Probably trying to get a line out. All right. So number 8, you're a 1 in a million. Okay, so China has a population of 1 billion people. 1 billion. That means even if you're a 1 in a million kind of guy, there are still 1,000 others exactly like you. That's just poor. That's terrible. China actually is about 1.4 billion, so it's 1,400 like you. Fact check. All right, number 9, racing a bear. 2 campers are walking through the woods when a huge brown bear suddenly appears in the clearing about 50 feet in front of them. The bear sees the campers and begins to head towards them. The first guy drops his backpack, digs out a pair of sneakers and frantically begins to put them on. The second guy says, what are you doing? Sneakers won't help you outrun that bear. I don't need to outrun the bear, the first guy says. I just need to outrun you. I've got a sister that I can hook up with. It's pretty cute when you get home. Oh, she's cute.
I'm going to be like you.
Are you serious? That's awesome. She's so cute. She's 19. She's 19.
Can't be almost 23.
Oh, there you go. Are you really? No. She's younger and skinnier. Yeah.
I think I've heard that before. That's not that good. All right. All in a night's work, number 10. So let's see if we can get a real knee slap this time. All right, so number 10, all in a night's work. A guy meets a sex worker in a bar. This is going well. She says, this is your lucky night. I've got a special game for you. I'll do absolutely anything you want for £300 as long as, or 300 quid, as the Brits would say, as long as you can say it in 3 words. The guy replies, hey, why not? He pulls his wallet out of his pocket and lays £300 on the bar and says slowly, paint my house. I don't know, wasn't that impressed with these 10. The first one, Snail with attitude, made me laugh a bit. I don't know, just because I thought it was a bit stupid, but maybe it was, I don't know. I didn't find things as funny as the jokes went on. Anyway, if you've got a funnier joke, let me know in the comments. Maybe I'll find some better jokes next time. I don't think I'm going to be making any friends with these jokes at work. See you guys.